Today I'm going to cook for you something that's completely in season, and when it's in season it's a little bit cheaper. So that's good, especially after Christmas, because I don't know about you, but I've got no money. Very broke.
So here's an overview of all of the ingredients that we're going to be using today. And the potatoes, you want to make sure you get something floury. So I've got a few examples in the description bar down below.
I was at the market and I got to pick myself up some Brussel sprouts on their stalk. That's how they grow, that's what it looks like. Yeah. Today we're using some smoked pork belly, this bad boy here, because that's going to be ridiculously delicious with our Brussels sprouts. I'm going to raise them up with some fresh chestnuts, which I'm going to make a video for tomorrow, and show you how to roast them yourself if you feel like doing it. But I'm also going to show you how not to roast them yourself. Somebody did the work for me.
So click pause for the ingredients or have a look in the description bar down below for the recipe and alternatives. So let's start off by boiling the potatoes for our gnocchi dough, which can be made in advance, and then you can just store it in your fridge to make life easier. Now grab that beautiful pumpkin and peel the skin and chop it up into nice sized chunks. Then pop it on an oven tray with olive oil, salt and pepper, give it a massage and pop it in on 180 degrees Celsius until golden brown. And then all that's left to do is to mash it up and pop it aside. So the potatoes have cooked and cooled, so I just peeled them and took off any of the knobbly bits, and you can see how floury they are and fluffy, so I just mashed them lightly with a fork. So to those fluffy potatoes, add salt, pepper, the pumpkin and an egg, and a lovely grind of nutmeg and the flour, and then just bring the ingredients together. So now just work that into a dough by flouring your surface and then just starting to knead it until you've got a beautiful golden colour, and it's going to be fluffy and soft. And it's done.
So I'm going to make big ass fat gnocchis that are meaty and delicious, but if you want to make delicate pretty gnocchis, I'm going to show you how to make them too, because they're just as simple.
So flour your work surface, and then I cut the dough in half and rolled it out into a nice thicker log than you would for the smaller gnocchis. And then I sliced that in half, placed them beside each other just to make the workload a bit lighter, and then slice them down evenly. And then all you gotta do is pat the top and squish the sides to make a little pillow. And then I rolled out another log, much thinner, and sliced it down into smaller pieces, rolled them in my hand into a ball and placed a fork to make some ridges on it. And that's all there is to it, just really simple. Now you gotta boil them, so I put some kitchen roll on a plate and place them into simmering water, and when they start to float, then they're done and you can take them out. This can all be done earlier too and popped in the fridge for later. So now that that's all done, we're going to cook our main meal. Start by slicing on the fatty end of your pork belly and then slice down using that as sort of a base, and then just dice those pieces up. After that you can go ahead and dice up your onion. So now on to our lovely Brussels sprouts. I took them off the stalk at the base with a knife, peeled off the outer layers of leaves and sliced them in half, keeping the stalk intact so that I could slice them down and have some pieces that stay together while I fry them. And then I just chopped the chestnuts. So we're going to add oil to a pan and pop in our lovely smoked pork belly, and when it's got some colour, add your onions in there, then take half of that when they've got colour and pop it into your creme fraiche, and you're just going to mix that up and then add some paprika and some salt and pepper and your sauce is ready. Now back to our Brussels sprouts, add them to the other half of the pork belly and the onions and fry them off. Then add your chestnuts and some white wine, and once the Brussels sprouts have a bit of a crunch left, then they're ready. The gnocchi take no time at all to fry, you just want to get a lovely golden colour on each side. And that's it. All that's left to do now is to sit back, put your feet up and enjoy a really delicious meal.
Let me get myself that one here with some sauce on it. It's, oh, anyway. It just works. Ooh, I put it all in my mouth at once. Oh yeah. It's very difficult to eat all of it, but it was good. Cook it. Yummy. Subscribe if you want to see more yummy recipes like this one, and send me requests, and I will do my best to make what you want to eat so that you know how to make it so you can eat it. I'm gonna go and finish food. Bye everybody! I hope it's off to work we go. I hope.